Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the T-Mobile Sidekick and see if we can get it to connect to an iPhone. Now I'll give you a little bit of history about this. This was created by a company called Danger Incorporated, which was made up of ex-Apple employees, including Andy Rubin. Andy Rubin would later leave Danger, create Android, and then that would be bought by Google. So there you go. So this was definitely the hip smartphone to have prior to the introduction of the iPhone. All the celebrities had it, most famously Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, Lindsay Lohan, and even Snoop Dogg. And Danger called it the Hip Top, and T-Mobile rebranded it the Sidekick, so we'll just call it the Sidekick. That's what most people here in the States would remember it as. And let's wake it up. I think that's supposed to be Catherine Zeta-Jones, who was T-Mobile's spokeslady at the time. And this is the phone here, and listen up here, talk down here. And you're probably wondering, well, how do you type to text? Well, you push down on this little thing here, and it flips up like that. Let's see that again in super slow-mo. Pretty cool, huh? So let's take a look at how this works. This is the Sidekick 3, and it was the first one with a user-accessible USB port. And that makes sense because this was the first Sidekick that had an MP3 player, so they wanted to give the users an ability to dump their songs onto the phone. So we'll plug in the mini USB port here, and then the regular USB port over here to the adapter. There it is, Sidekick 3. So real quick, before we get to the good stuff, let's just copy over a song to the Sidekick. Just very similar to the Sony Walkman MP3 player that I did a few videos back. Copy it to the music folder. Of course, this is USB 1 speeds because of the age of the device. Okay. And we'll take this out, open it up. And we'll use a little trackball here to go down to the MP3 player. There we have one song in the library. And we'll play. Okay, so now one thing that's neat about this is the first device that I've made a video with where you could actually create content on it that the iPhone can open, and namely taking pictures. And so in theory, we should be able to take a picture with the Sidekick and take a picture with the iPhone and then have them trade JPEGs, and they should be able to open them up on the respective devices. So let's do a little experiment here. We'll do something nice and colorful. This is not the best camera in the world, obviously. It's about 1 megapixel if we're lucky. So I'm going to go to the camera app. Say we want to capture a new photo. All right, and there we got Superman. Saving it to the memory card. We can get out of there. Okay. And then let's take a picture of Batman on the iPhone. Okay. So let's plug this back in. You have to unplug it to be able to use the memory inside of it, so I had to take it out to be able to do the song we listened to. And if we go back to files, go to Sidekick. Now I don't have to copy the photo over from the Sidekick because I can just browse its contents here. Now, that 1 megapixel camera is nothing to write home about, but I cannot stress how much better the picture looks on the iPhone screen than on this crappy screen. It is amazing. It really is, the difference between the screens, even for a 1 megapixel camera. So that's cool. We can see the photo that the Sidekick took. And I'm going to copy over the Batman photo. So we'll scroll here and we'll say save to files. Then we'll go to the Sidekick and we'll drop it off in the DCIM folder. This photo may be larger than the MP3 I copied over. I'm not sure. This might take a few seconds. Oh, there we go. All right. So let's take a look at there's Batman. So we should go in here and say view full screen. There we go. There's Batman on the taken on the iPhone and copied right over to the Sidekick 3. So that's it. Pretty cool. Both of these can talk to each other, share files they created, and open them up on each other's devices. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to have a few more of them in the future around this subject. And that is all for now. Thank you.